My name is Clark Collis. I'm a senior writer at Entertainment Weekly magazine, and I wrote this week's cover story on Beauty and the Beast.
Are you there?
All right, so you've got Emma Watson physically there, dressed as Belle, acting as Belle. Then you've got the household staff, voiced by Ian McKellen and Ewan McGregor, but they're not there when you're on set. But then you've got Dan Stevens from Downton Abbey. Now he's playing the Beast, but the interesting thing is he basically has to perform his role twice. He does a neck down performance and then a neck up performance. Now the neck down performance, he's on these practical sets, interacting with Emma Watson. He's on stilts because the Beast is really tall. He's in a motion capture suit, and he's sort of acting out what would be as I said, the below neck performance for the Beast. Then, at a subsequent date, he goes into a studio where his face is covered in some sort of ultraviolet paint, and then he does the neck up performance as the Beast in front of like 24 tiny cameras that are mapping his entire face. And then those two sort of performances, one neck up and one neck down, are then put into a computer, and there's lots of jiggery pokery, and then eventually you get the performance of the Beast. If you think that's confusing, then maybe you'd prefer the explanation. Dan Stevens told me that when his daughter was on set and Dan Stevens was wandering around like a hippo with spots, as he put it, doing the neck down performance, doing the body part of the Beast, his daughter heard the phrase CGI and said, "Daddy, what does CGI mean?" So what he said was CGI stood for, I think, the Clever Gnome Institute. And basically what would happen was that the gnomes would take away the footage of Dan Stevens, wandering around in a motion capture suit, and then turn that into a movie. And if you think about it, it's good because it is misleading information, but it also teaches kids how to spell gnome with a G. Yeah, this has been Clark Collis, senior writer for Entertainment Weekly. For much, much, much more on Beauty and the Beast, pick up this week's issue of Entertainment Weekly or click on to ew.com.